Hello YouTube Vintage Restorers, Dynaco fans. I've been doing a little prep work on this. I'm waiting for some parts for the amplifier boards on this ST120. And so I've put in the two speaker coupling caps, each are 3300 microfarads, 63 volts, into this original clamp, which saves me a position here because I wanted to do a new mod. And then I reformed the coils. If you use a coil calculator, those big coils on a smaller form where you're just adding windings, and you end up with a coil that's about 0.7 to 0.8 microhenries. The original designers thought that would be good for anti-oscillation, so I included it in there. I added the mod with the 1000 ohm resistor in parallel with the speaker output, so there is a little bit of loading there to dissipate the caps. The one thing when choosing caps, I'll make this really simple, I learned a long time ago, was that if your main filter cap is 2000 microfarads, your two, and then I'm talking about single rail quasi-complementary capacitor coupled here, this is a 2000, these both should be 1000. So in this case we have 6600 here, 3300 and 3300 adding up to 6600 here. It balances the circuit out on either side of the power transistors. We can talk more about that another time, but here's the mod I did here. I wanted a volume control so I could do something like use a tuner straight into this. What I did is drill a hole, put in a 50K stereo pod, a vintage one, a nice small knob, kind of period correct. Here's what's neat about this one. It has a switch on it. Out, the switch is open. So I was thinking of putting in a speaker relay and a bunch of things here. There's only so much room in this chassis, and overheating is a problem with them. I thought, well, here's a good idea. You turn the amp on, turn on the power with this switch out so the speakers are disconnected. 5 seconds later, the output caps are discharged, or at least like balanced to the 0 point through these resistors. Turn on your speakers, bring up the volume. So you don't have, when you turn one of these on, the way it was built, it's basically full throttle. It's wide open, so if you have a little bit of a loose connection, it could blow your speaker. I mean, this way you can bring it up a bit and you can run things directly in it. I kind of like that idea of running, tuner, MP3s, through your phone even, with an RCA adapter. So there's we are. Original Zobel network is still in there with new caps. The values, it's a 0.1 and a 4.7 ohm resistor. It was correct. So I'm got all the wiring ready to go on to the boards. So because the board's going to end up right there. So we'll get to that a little bit later when I have those boards done. Thanks for watching and listening.